right, so this morning we've been talking about the gun control debate, right? And I say it like that because we had a debate earlier between pro versus con. Yesterday's paper, there was a really interesting article about gun death statistics. And frankly, if you were to go do a poll and ask Americans what they think about gun crimes, most of us would tell you, oh yeah, guns today so much worse than it ever was 20 years ago. But that's really not the case. The truth is, violent gun crimes are actually strikingly lower than they were 2 decades ago. In fact, the majority of gun deaths, sadly, are suicides, accounting for 6 out of every 10 gun deaths nationwide. Here in San Diego County, suicide made up nearly 2/3 of the 203 gun deaths last year alone. This is according to County Medical Examiner's report. So take a look at these charts, and I realize they're kind of moving quickly here for you, but the point is, it is surprising to understand and to know the statistics that suicide has more to do with gun deaths than just, random homicides.
Right. And to help prevent suicides, California schools have been raising awareness with a public service announcement contest. So you can check out this PSA made by one 16-year-old girl from Los Angeles.
Asking someone, are you thinking about suicide, will not put thoughts of suicide in his or her mind. In fact, asking this direct question is important. There is hope and help. You can call 1-800-273-TALK or visit www.suicidepreventionlifeline.org.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy. Really well done. Yeah.
That was made by Tatiana Samano, and she won first place in Los Angeles County and is now one of the 3 California teens who will be judged on May 23rd on inspiring videos produced by high school students across California.
All right, so interesting to hear these statistics, to hear these numbers that we think, and again, where does gun control debate come from, right? It comes from Aurora, Colorado. It comes from Sandy Hook Elementary School. It comes from the whole, Obama administration saying we're going to fix this problem, and frankly, meeting a ton of resistance along the way. But it seems like gun control is one of those topics.
Right. We haven't even really brought that up that much, and I had no idea, looking at those stats, how many people commit suicide, and that's also seen as gun violence in a sense. Yeah,
I mean, to say that 2/3 of the 203 gun-related deaths in San Diego County are suicide, as opposed to, again, this whole concept of, oh my goodness, it's so easy to get a gun, and bad guys have guns, and people who have mental health issues have guns.
You would think that maybe we now need to start looking at the other side, which is suicide.
And had not really thought much about this, and suicide, gun violence, the gun control debate. Where does suicide come in? Because again, it takes a Sandy Hook Elementary School, it takes an Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting, it takes a Virginia Tech, it takes a Santana High School, right? It takes a Columbine. It takes all of these sorts of major news stories to get us off our butts talking about these things, when in actuality the statistics tell us something is different than what we perceive, and we need to start thinking maybe a little bit differently.
Right. I'd love to know just the ages of suicide, like where it falls around. I just wonder, is this a younger thing? Is it an older thing? I mean, just what kind of demo should we be looking at? It's
a great question. Because you would think suicide, are we talking young kids, high school kids being bullied or teased or whatever? Are we talking, someone who is in a midlife crisis, i.e. a junior SEA, wasn't sure where he was going to go in his life?
Very, very true.
So.